and welcome back, Flosstube. Soldier Stitching Shannon here with
the Queen of Starts.
It is still Monday, March 9th, and we are now getting into the first part of Kate's WIP parade. We have a box next to us. We're doing one box at a time. I'm going to be very rude and eat because vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
I'm also in charge of the picture, so Kate's going to get her phone back and it's going to have all sorts of juicy orange stuff all over it. Which is no better than, getting it back from the kid.
I was going to say, I give it to the kid all the time. And
So, Kate's going to go ahead and get us started. The puppy is still alive. Barely. I also got coffee to maybe help wake up and kind of soothe the throat a little bit.
And if you have no idea what we're talking about, go back a video.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay.
These are in no particular order, by the way. I don't even know if we grabbed the first box. We did not.
No, I grabbed this is one of the overflow boxes.
Okay.
It's still alphabetical. The box is still in alphabetical order, but it's one of my overflow boxes till I get the new boxes from IKEA. I thought I was doing good. I had grabbed 3 boxes at IKEA because I had enough space in my cubbies to add more boxes. Got the wrong size. So we still have some in overflow boxes, which is fine.
We have to go back to IKEA anyway because someone stole the recycling bin.
I'm like, really? Really? We had an excess of things to recycle. So we put the big bucket that the city provides on the curb, and then we put our small personal bucket it has handles. We keep it in the house. We take that one and dump it into the big bucket. We put that one out there. The garbage men decided that was part of the recycling and took it.
Or someone just driving down the street saw it, said, "Ooh, that looks nice," and took it.
And picked it up, yeah. It's a possibility because they might have emptied it and put it on the curb, and then someone said, "Hey!"
Either way, people suck.
Otherwise, I'm gotta go buy a new recycling bin.
Also, Kana, we did see your message about you guys really did this. We have no idea what we were talking about, but we're going to assume it's the channel.
Yeah, what did we do?
I don't know. Also, Hi, Caitlin. Love you. See you Saturday.
Yay! Market day. Anyway.
Quick pause. I love Caitlin. She's like messaging me. She's going, okay, so how does this market day work? Is it like all weekend? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
One day.
I've never been. Your best bet's to call the shop, but all I really know is what Kate's told me, which is complete madness. She goes, oh, I thought you had been to one. You're so knowledgeable. No. I know nothing, Caitlin. Consider me Jon Snow, darling. You'd get that if you knew what Game of Thrones was or watched it at all.
I've heard the term.
I know you have.
And I've started listening to the first Game of Thrones book, so I now know who Jon Snow is.
No, you don't.
Kind of.
No, you don't. You don't have any clue who Jon Snow is.
No, he's still a child and has just got his little baby wolf. So, but, it's all good.
Okay, we're going to stop now so she can showcase.
Anyway, yes, because this is not going to be a short video. So, get comfy, get a snack, get a drink.
I would be getting my stitching, but that got shot down because Kate's needy.
I am. Extremely.
Love you.
All right, so this first piece is no longer available. I had looked, but it may come back. You know how things are on Etsy. They disappear and then they come back. Get a closer. But this is by Digipoint, D-I-G-I Point on Etsy, all one word. And it is Calvin and Hobbes Dancing. So, and it's just a long piece, obviously. And it's Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin and Hobbes, repeat it. And they're dancing and there's...
like the comic book.
Right.
Strip.
It's the strip. And has music notes. So this is
back 'cause I need it.
28 count Black Magic Jobelin from Under the Sea Fabrics. Which is absolute murder on my eyes, but it's worth it because it's so pretty. So that's where I am. You can see Hobbes's arm and his nose.
Should try Witching Hour.
I made
the mistake of doing Witching Hour linen for Zodiac.
Oh, that's right.
That was the one I ended up texting both Garrett and Kate. I'm like, I am just going to freaking murder everyone right now. And
then my needle minder is Calvin and Hobbes, and it says, today is a great day to have a great day. Well, a good day to have a great day, but...
Calvin and Hobbes' life.
Yes. And that is Under the Sea... No, the fabric is Under the Sea Fabrics. The needle minder is True North Needle Minders. Nope, not going to do that.
Project 1, woo!
All right, what we're going to do is put that there so I know where I am. All right, next up is the Count Your Blessings. Okay.
Blissful Blessings?
Well, that would have worked too. Count Your Blessings Stitch Shop by Jeremiah Junction. I'll show you the piece first. There it is. It's the Count Your Blessings Cross Stitch Shop. And this is from the June 1997 issue of Cross Country Stitching. It's on 14 count white Aida. And I have a sparkly purple heart needle minder from Dina's Unique Boutique. And that's where I am on the little shop. Little blue, little yellow, little brown.
Bless you. Oh, dog owners, I have a question. Because I'm wondering if this is an anatomical thing or if our dogs are just special.
Our dogs are just special.
Do your dogs, when they roll over on their back, do they sneeze? Because I really think that's a thing.
What? Hi. I suddenly feel feet in my back.
I'm wondering if that's a thing, because anytime Delilah is upside down,
Or s'mores.
she sneezes. Anytime S'mores is upside down, he sneezes. Sure, it doesn't go upside down enough for us to really have a decent base on that. But yeah, dog owners, do they sneeze when they're upside down, like on their back, begging for belly rubs?
Looking for a name on this one. This one does not
It's
have
on
a
the
name.
cover, so.
Well, not really. It's on the cover, but it doesn't have a name, so I think I just called it Country Kitchen. But it's on the cover. There's the picture. And this is the August 1999 issue of Cross Country Stitching magazine. And it is on 18 count white Aida. And I have the blue of the bread box started. And I have a If You Give a Mouse a Cookie needle minder from True North Needle Minders.
I love how you remember where all your needle minders are from.
Well, that's just because I order specific ones from specific shops.
Yeah, I do
That
too. I
helps.
still would not remember.
I don't remember all of them. All right. This is Country Shops from Cross Country Stitching magazine, October 1998. There were several of these, and you're going to see them because I started two or three of them. So, but yeah, it's just a row of shops. And there's a shoe shop, a bouderie. That's what it's called. That's what it says, bouderie. But of course, there is a cross stitch shop, a bakery. Excuse me.
Don't even start that. Do you want a cough drop?
No, I'm good.
By the way, Kate will be on death's door coughing up blood, and she will still not take a cough drop.
I hate cough drops. I don't care what flavor they are. They taste like oil of butt. So.
How often do you have oil of butt? I'm actually really curious because you seem to be an expert on how that tastes.
That's how a friend of ours used to describe the Cold Ease cough drops. Anyway.
Question still stands that you have not answered.
This is on 14 count white Aida. Right, and I have the, I'm going to say, where is that? I don't know. It's on the chart somewhere. It's probably somewhere in the middle. Yep. And I have a Tigger needle minder.
I'm going to say that's like right in there.
Part of the cross stitch shop,
yeah,
probably.
I think it's part of the cross stitch shop.
Probably. So. But my Tigger was from Nifty Needle Nannies.
It tastes so good, but it hurts so bad. The freaking acid going down my throat.
I bet.
Vitamin C is important.
It is. Even when it kills you.
I'm about to go out and buy out an entire store supply. Oh, by the way, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm a licensed EMT trained paramedic. First off, you don't need toilet paper to get through coronavirus. That's not a symptom of it whatsoever. Second, it's going to affect the elderly, the children, obviously, and the immunosuppressed. So, yeah, this whole hullabaloo about coronavirus, it's media. hype. It really, really is. The flu has killed more people this year than coronavirus has, and the coronavirus is not a new thing. It's just a new strain of it. That brought up to mind because I said I was thinking I'm going to go buy out the entire supply of orange juice. And I was going to say, just like people are buying out toilet paper right now. You don't need toilet paper. Just saying. Disinfectant wipes, Lysol, like hand sanitizer, and if you are elderly, immunosuppressed, or a child, which if you're a child, you probably shouldn't be watching this because it costs too much, but N95 mask. That's really all you need.
Feel better?
I'm just keeping this one on lockdown.
Yeah.
Not really, actually.
Yeah.
I thought that would feel a lot better, but my throat still hurts, so no, I don't feel better.
Yeah. Anyway, this is
This is
Country
what she deals
Shops.
with.
I know. Country Shops 2. Told you there was more than one.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, let me see the first one. I just had an idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can link them up.
Yes! Kate's gonna stitch it twice. She's gonna do it once with one piece of fabric.
No, I'm not. You're going to.
Not my style.
So, there's the first one. Did you want the first one still? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can link them together. It was probably mentioned at one time in the magazine. But this one has a fabric shop and a wool shop and a candle shop and thread. And this is on, I think it's 14 count white Ada.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this, y'all. I am going to rock this.
So we have the center, which is part of the wool shop right there. Ooh, needle.
Retrieve it! Put it on the queen! Our needles seem to mysteriously go missing, so we both, on our light, we both have a collection of needles on needle minders.
We get very excited when we find a needle that's like, ooh, hey,
Especially,
didn't know you were there.
They somehow get embedded into the carpet. Like, we'll drop it, we'll look, it's not there, and then 2 days later, it's like
woven into the carpet.
I'm like, I don't even know how you did that.
Which is nice because we've never stepped on a needle.
Yet.
But on the other hand, it's kind of weird because it's like, how did you get woven into the carpet?
I keep telling you, it's because this house is haunted and the ghosts are trying to protect us.
Anyway, I have a rarity as the Queen of Hearts needle minder from the Everyday Stitcher.
I'm like seriously considering grabbing those and getting a photocopy. And I don't think I have a piece of fabric big enough though.
You'd have to figure it out.
It's a lot of stitching math for sick brain.
It is.
Delilah.
So that's 1 and 2, and I think there are more. I just haven't started them yet.
Delilah, come say hi to your adoring fans.
All right, next up is Creation. This is actually by Country Cottage. Country Cottage needle. It's by Diane Williams.
Okay.
I was really surprised because when I got this book, it's Beloved Bible Story Samplers by Praying Hands. And I'm looking at it, I was like, yeah, that looks like Little House, Country Cottage. And then I opened it up. I don't remember where it says. On the back, it says Designs by Diane Williams. I was like, oh my gosh.
Are there people, I don't know who designs for Country Cottage, but are they like related?
They are, mother and daughter.
Okay, I was about to say, they're like hella similar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason everyone gets them mixed up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, these are actually Country Cottage Needleworks designs. I don't know that you could actually buy them separately or if you have to buy the book, but I want to stitch them all.
You want to stitch everything.
That's true. That's very true. All right. So, but this one is Creation, the very first one. So, and it's right here. So we have Adam and Eve and the tree and sheep.
I'm going to be very, very pathetic. And before she opens that, can you show me? I don't have the strength to start peeling the...
These are the mandarins. These are easy to start.
Yeah. I'm pathetic. We know this.
It's all right.
Thank you.
That's not what's that term?
It's not self-compassionate.
Uh-huh.
I'm sick. I don't have to do self-compassion.
Lies. Anyway, this is 14 count white Ada.
This is what I put up with.
You do. Every day. And I have the start of the tree.
Who decided it was a good idea for us to live together?
I'm not sure.
I know Tim okayed it. I think he's kind of rethinking that now.
Possibility.
Now his house is overtaken with cross-stitch stuff, and I come to your door at like 11 o'clock at night to talk cross-stitch.
Mm-hmm. I have a little rose cameo needle minder that I honestly have no idea where it came from. Does that make you feel better? I have no idea where it's pretty.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it
It
pretty?
looks like a Brenda.
It could have been Brenda's Minders and More. It's a possibility.
Just go onto Facebook and any of the shops, post like a screenshot of that, and be like, "Hey, I saw this on Flosstube. Where can I find it?" And somebody will locate it for you.
Yeah. Because that one I don't remember where it came from. It was probably a lovely little freebie from someone, and that's why I don't know where it came from. All right, next up is Prairie Schooler. The book is called One for the Crow, and I do intend to start the
Big one.
The big one. But these are the little ones.
Who is texting me and why do I care?
So we have this little crow ornament and this little crow ornament. And these are on the same fabric. Well, the same type of fabric. They're separate. They are separate, but it is melted crayons from Ship's Manor. I think it's a 28 count Joblin. That's what it feels like.
I have a VA appointment on the 11th and the 12th.
Oh, fun. Shit.
Hold on. I might have just goofed. Hold, please. Okay, now. Ooh.
Let's see.
Okay, that's not till April. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry. I have a... Last month I went, or a couple months ago, I went to the gynecologist, which was its own rage, but they want me to come back, and I thought they wanted me to come back this month, but it's not till next month, so we're good.
Yep. All right. I am pretty sure, without actually studying the designs, I'm not sure which one's which, but if I actually study them, I could probably tell. But I believe this is the one with the green border around it. Back here. I can't see that one, I believe. So
You hold that. Okay.
So there's that, and I have a Ravenclaw needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies on that one.
Caca, motherfuckers.
And then this is the other one with a Ravenclaw needle minder from the Everyday Stitcher.
Caca. Ravenclaw is the best. Have you been tested? I feel like you're a Hufflepuff.
No, I have tested as Ravenclaw.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask why you think I'm a Hufflepuff.
Because you're nice.
So are Ravenclaws.
Ravenclaws are snooty as fuck. What the hell are you talking about?
Fair point. But we can be.
I really think Luna should have been in Hufflepuff. I feel like she might have stole the hat.
I don't know. I mean, she could. There were definite snooty moments in the books from Luna.
Before any Harry Potter fans say anything, we're both diehard Ravenclaws. We know they're not snooty.
No. They're very nice. All right, this book is Chocolate Mousse and Other Kitchen Capers from Count on Cappy.
You know what you were supposed to do the other day that you didn't?
What's that?
Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because I had finished Texas Charm and I was not going to start another one that I was going to work on that day as a finish.
Okay.
So it's still in my pile, and I still have 3 weeks. So I have, that one's my next to be finished.
3 weeks for what?
To work on finishes, to push for finishes.
Oh, that's right, it's a group thingy.
Yeah, it's the Stitch Mania March Finishing Madness.
I'm completely ignoring because I don't have anything even close to finish.
So, all right, I am working on this one right here, Deviled Eggs, which is just hilarious. And yes, the eggs the little devils are charted in 666. Isn't that awesome?
Also, I feel like I should feel bad that I don't have any finishes, but at the same time, I'm alive right now, which,
exactly,
given depression last couple weeks, was hit or miss. So, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. And I stitched.
You stitched, and that's all that matters.
And I stitched on 2 supersize max colors, so...
You did.
I don't know why I'm weird right now. Weirder than usual, I should say.
I was going to say right now.
Shut up.
All right.
I'm going to squirt it right out. It's Mandarin in your face.
I don't remember what this is.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's pretty. I think I got it at Stitch Niche. It's Lugana. It's just, maybe, it might be Strawberry Fields, something like that.
It's pink and it's mottled.
It's pink mottled pretty. So there's the start of one of my little devils on my eggs. And I have a Snoopy Chef needle minder from True North Needle Minders. Oh, my nose.
She has the Flosstube running nose.
I do.
I'll take it. My nose is stuffed.
That was my nose last night. I could not breathe.
You know, I figured just a sore throat. Okay, whatever. I talk too much anyway. It's probably just that. And then I woke up this morning. My nose was just like, I'm like, block. I'm actually fucking sick.
All right, this one's going to be a little tricky. I don't know that I have a picture other than the little one.
Do you want me to show it while you do that?
Yeah.
Since I'm in charge of photos?
Oh, no, never mind. We're good.
Well, fine then. You know, I could have been stitching this whole time. And she's like, no, I need you. And there's been no electronic patterns yet.
Not yet. So it is called You, or My Sunshine. She hates puns. I love them.
I cannot believe you made me hold that up.
I know. It was awesome.
No, you do your own bloody pictures now, woman.
All right. Needle.
I'm just going to bring the queen over here.
That'd probably be good. All right. So this is on 28 count white Monaco.
And for anyone that is...
And there's the sheep. And I have a little sheep needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
And for anyone that's wondering, I got this as part of like a villain Christmas pack. I don't like Alice in Wonderland. I don't care for it. I read the book.
I do.
They were high when they wrote it. And the movie, Disney was fucking on everything when he did that. So I gave Kate this like little Queen of Hearts needle minder, which sits right on her lamp.
And my needles.
Yeah, so
that's a good job.
That's what we're talking about when we say needle for the queen.
All right, and this is the January 2001 issue of Stitcher's World.
You know, I still haven't found my macaroon minder that disappeared. Like, I'm so mad.
This house does have a black hole for things.
I had like this whole
either that or the borrowers took it and liked it.
What?
You never read The Borrowers?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I might have when I was little.
Well, yeah, it's a children's book.
Well, keep in mind, I didn't really have... I love it.
Well, it's a chapter book.
Okay, I went straight from reading, like, The Babysitter Club to Harry Potter, and I kind of never went back. I love it when Kate and Tim are like...
But it's... Okay.
I'll check. I'm sure you have it here somewhere.
I do.
Okay. I love when Kate and Tim are like, I'm trying to get Alex to read something, and Kate and Tim are like, no, she's 5. You know what 5-year-olds read. I'm like, no, I've been reading since I was 4. I was in chapter books by 5. I don't know what normal children read.
Well, so was I. But Alex is not. She can read quite well for her age. And she does like certain chapter books, but she also has the attention span of a gnat.
A dead one.
So when it comes to chapter books that don't have a lot of pictures, it doesn't really hold her attention yet. So...
Yeah, I don't actually know what any normal child does.
You're not helping. All right, so next up is Fabulous Women in History.
I'm for sure that one's not directed to me.
Oh. Anyway.
Tim just messaged her, and I'm like, I grab the phone, immediately starts vibrating with, how are you, baby? Like, that's not for me.
This is a 14 count Ada from Fabrics by LJ. And so, yeah, Fabulous Women in History, there it is. And I am almost done with the first one. Okay, I am almost done with half of the first one.
Hey, that first one was stitch heavy. That one took me a while.
Yep. So we have Eleanor Roosevelt. She does not have any hair or eyes yet.
Sorry, go ahead.
But, okay.
Are you going to stitch, like, the chair only have the 2 legs? Are you going to add that 3rd leg?
I'm not sure. No, it only had 1 leg, I think, and everybody added the second one.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure. I'll burn that bridge when I get there. I know it's a real easy add. Yeah. And I know a lot of people did. I don't think it ever bothered me because I just assumed the other chair leg was behind her leg.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I know it bothered some people and they added a leg. So figure I'll burn that bridge when I get there.
Okay.
But my needle minder says, wife it in when you were born to stand out. And that's from True North Needle Minders.
I have this piece. I'm like, I haven't touched this piece in a while because I plan on doing it awkwardly because I got this. No, I kidded Zodiac. Ow. I kidded Zodiac up for my birthday a couple years ago, but as my birthday present, I bought the substitute, the add-in Fabulous Women of J.K. Rowling, And so I don't care for Frida Kahlo. I don't even know who she is, so I'm going to sub that in. But I have to stitch Amelia Earhart first, but that's not the order that the months were released. So I'm kind of like, what am I doing with my life?
Hesitant to add without.
I have to go in the right order, but I
anchor
really
points.
want J.K. Rowling in there. So
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to work that.
I know I'm going to get all the extras, but I think I'm going to do them as like separate vignettes around the,
Ooh.
like here's the big one,
Mhm.
and then little frames around with all of the extra women. And I'll tell you about Frida Kahlo, I'm probably butchering that, a most amazing artist.
Okay.
She was fantastic.
I know she was in Coco.
She was.
And it was very odd. And I was very concerned.
So, but yeah, she had an extraordinary life.
Okay.
I didn't know either until I watched Coco, and I was like, okay, I got to learn about this lady. So
I watched
I
Coco
looked her
and
up.
was legitimately terrified.
So
I love how you're like trying to fold that when you don't even have the thing out to show us what it's going to be.
the creases were bugging me. So, but this is Lizzie Kate Bacon Bits, and this is this design here. Friends are the bacon bits in the salad of life. So there's the whole thing.
Yes, I am torturing my dog with my hair. It happens quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens often enough for her not to be bothered by it right now.
This is 28 count terracotta Jobelin, and I have the word in the stitched
Words.
No?
Yeah.
It was the, but I'm not sure what that word is.
And the bacon.
Oh, R. It's the word R.
Oh, okay.
That's an A. Yeah.
I was thinking it was like, yeah. We know what we stitch, people.
We do. And I think I'm subbing out, I think it called for a brown, which was not going to show up on this fabric, so I'm using a green.
Don't lean back.
This is mine.
She's stretching.
And I have the most awesome needle minder in creation.
It is
the egg skating on the bacon.
You know what we need to work into?
That's delicious threads, by the way.
Love Kimber.
Yes.
You know what we need to work into my rotation?
What's that?
The freaking How to Be a Mean Mother from Lizzie
yeah.
Kate. So I started that, and the chronic drove me up a wall. So I got the Petite Treasure Braid instead. And then I had to rip said chronic out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just sitting in the box right now. I gotta pull it out because it's from Mom and Daddy. Thinking a lot of projects are from Mom and Daddy.
That's good.
It's a problem.
All right. Well, I have lots of projects for Tim and Hope and Alex. They're the only ones I stitch for besides me.
I love my mom. When are you gonna finish the ones I got you, the Harry Potter houses? I'm like, first off, they're full coverage. Second off, I'm gonna. She's like, well, I'm not getting you anything else cross-stitch related until you finish those. I'm like, all right, I'll see you in 2 decades then.
My dad said the same thing when he visited in November. He was like, did you ever stitch those pieces I bought you for your birthday last year? And I was like, I know I started several of them.
Yeah.
So you're not working here.
No, I'm checking something for the challenge.
Oh, okay.
To see if Daddy's Christmas present will work for 200.
So yeah, she's. All right. So next up
Plus, you're not telling me ahead of time if I need to.
Well, you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt. Anyway, this is Good Luck Hooties by Pinoy Stitch.
It will not work.
No?
It has to be 200 and it's like 120. It's the Ohio State block bill.
Oh, okay. And this is on an 18 count opalescent Ada. Don't know where it came from. But that's where I am on the Good Luck Hooties.
It's so cute.
It is super cute. And I have this absolutely adorable little needle minder. Little leprechaun. Look. His legs move. They dance.
I got one of those. That's
Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda's minder are more delicious. No, not delicious. My needle minder of the club. Why did I say delicious when I'm trying to go needle minder of the club?
Needle minder of the club. I like it.
You know what?
All right.
Just gonna sit here in my cross-stitch needle minder shade.
All right. Next up, I'll have you hold that, is Grapes and Quilts by Ursula Michael. And it is on a 28 count antique white Jobelin, Monaco. Never mind.
Whichever one it is.
Whichever one it is. And I have the very little center. It doesn't look like much, but it was like 4 shades of purple and green in there. So
Don't you love that?
yeah.
And the shading on that, it's gonna make it pop
It is,
beautifully.
yes, absolutely. And I have this gorgeous sparkly grape needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
Oh my god, I don't know what made me think of this, but I was watching a Flosstuber a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was Tash, the Star-Crossed Stitcher or something like that. I'm probably very wrong. I already showed it.
Hold that thought.
Oh,
Cover. This is the February 2001 issue of The Cross Stitcher, not to be confused with Cross Stitcher, which is the UK magazine. This is the American The Cross Stitcher that's no longer available.
hmm. But yeah, I'm like watching all of her videos, and she's stitching at like 55 count, 60 count, and I'm like, the first time she mentioned it, I'm like, wow, she's adventurous. That's got to be like the only thing she's got. No, all of them. I don't think she has anything stitched on anything lower than 40 count, and I'm just like, you're a brave woman.
Halloween Mystery.
I was like looking for it. Oh, it's not in here because you got it there.
No, it's there.
Is it this?
Yeah. That's the only picture I have of it. Oh, I know. I really admire anyone who can stitch on those kind of counts. Sometimes I can do 32 count and that's it.
Yeah. I think I stitched my baby cousin's project for Christmas a couple years ago on 36. And I was impatient when I was doing that. Poor Garrett and Kate were both just like, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm like, I'm going to fucking murder all of you.
So this is the first Sal I did from Ship's Manor, and it is the Halloween Mystery Town Sal. The picture she showed was the only one I found in my chart that I had a picture of. So, but that was part 1, which is where I still am. So it's okay. And this is the called for fabric. I probably have a tag somewhere.
Yeah.
Again, because it was my first one, I went full on kit. I got the Ship's Manor floss and the fabric, and
you know what? I bet I know where it might be.
So, but there we have it, and I have the little trees. Aren't they so cute? And look, and look, this little tree. He's not lonely. He has a friend. We watch a lot of Bob Ross in my house.
Do we?
Hope loves Bob Ross.
Okay.
All right, and then I have a little monster needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More, or Nifty Needle Nannies, one or the other.
Can I emerge from my cross-stitch needle minder shame now?
All right, Happily Ever After from Frosted Pumpkin is up next. There we go.
I think I have this one. Yeah, this is the one I have. They did so many storybook things back to back, which I love, but it just got...
I think it kind of burned some people out on their cells.
And now, of course, Clouds Factory's doing the fairy tale. Theirs is a bit of a different take. It's a grim fairy tale.
Yeah, and it's cute. It's cute, but I think I'm going to pass on it.
For now.
I looked at it, and I was like, okay, we started with the Bremertown musicians, which is often overlooked. But still, I was like, no, I think I'll hold off on that.
Animal Almanac came out, and it's a frog.
Oh, no, that was March.
It is March.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it yet.
You haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, we just haven't talked about it yet.
Okay. But yeah, it came out as a frog. They sent another one because they had changed some floss or missed a floss code in it. And his name is Leap.
Yeah.
I know! Now, see, you like that.
Why could they not put that in February? Yeah, because leap year, but they should have done it in February. I may switch that because leap year in February would make more sense.
Yeah, but he's a frog. And where are you going to move the fox down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leap year in February, it makes more sense to me. I think I'm stupid, so.
You are, there's that I don't have the spray bottle. Okay, don't choke on an orange.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
You made me choke on my orange and then cough and it hurts.
Well, serves you right. Anyway, this is an 18 count dusty purple Ada from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics.
Can I call CPS on her for myself for abuse?
No, because you're 27.
Fine, I'm just gonna dump mommy on you.
And this one I am full on swapping out for Carrie's Creation thread, so I just have some different colors in there, and I've been just subbing as I go. Not that I've worked on this in a while. But I almost have the center done, and I am very happy with my color choices on that one. And my needle minder says, never lose your sense of wonder, and that is from
No name needle minders.
I forgot the name of my own store. Yes, it's from No Name Needle Minders.
You know, I joke about calling my mother on you, but let's be perfectly honest. If I called my mother, she'd tell you to hit me harder.
She would. She would so be on my side.
And then she'd yell at me for not doing what my therapist says.
Exactly. All right, next up it's called Heavenly Angel by Joan Elliott. Is from the
wait, you just hand this to me like I know where it is.
It's on the cover.
Oh, is it that one?
That's why I didn't open it.
Okay. This thing is like thick, y'all.
Yeah, I try to get one of those every year. They put out one issue a year. This is the 2016 issue of the Ultimate Cross Stitch, and they have different themes. This one was obviously Christmas. But I bought it. It has so many adorable charts.
It does. I may need 4 of those.
Yeah, sure. I've got 3 or 4 of them.
I'm going. Oh my!
Like I said, I usually try to buy it every year.
Ow.
But anyway, it's the Heavenly Angel that is on the cover.
That's a Joan, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There's no way that's not a Joan.
It is a Joan Elliott. And I know this fabric is from Under the Sea Fabrics. I do not remember the name of it. But I have the lovely couple shades of purple started on the Angel. And I have a sparkly snowflake needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. I'm never going to see you again, am I? She just fell down the rabbit hole of that very thick, very fun magazine.
It's possible, but if you bring me any more, probably not.
I'm going to keep that out, because otherwise that magazine will never find its way back into the bag.
Yep.
All right. Lucky for you, I have a few in a row that I don't need your help with.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
So our next video is going to be flip-throughs of the 5,000 magazines I own. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, why do I own so many?
But that would be like a 48-hour video, and I am so not about that.
I know. Well, how many hours do you think this is going to be by the time we're done?
Yeah, but we're breaking it up. It's fine.
We would do the same thing with the magazines.
She says no.
Anyway, this is from Cross Stitch and Needlework, Winter 2015. That's the cover. And it is the Hodgepodge stockings. So these 3 little stockings, I think, are just uber cute. And I have them all started on the same piece of perforated paper. And yes, I like quadruple 18 times double checked my counting on this because I wanted to make sure it was going to fit. So I have the tops of the 3 stockings.
Oh my god.
Started. What'd you find?
We spent hours trying to find a piece with a squirrel in it.
Oh.
Catherine? He's so cute. Why did you not think of this?
Oh, I don't know, because I don't have every chart in every magazine I have memorized yet.
Yet.
And I have a little Mrs. Claus needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
Oh.
That is my goal one day, to have some kind of organizing with my magazines with pictures, and because I have lists where you can list the things you want to stitch out of magazines, but I gotta have pictures to know what
I don't even know where to begin thinking of how to organize that.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out either. So, but all right, next up is Human Race. Oh, he's so cute. Human Race by Stony Creek.
Delete that. Okay, sorry. I can't say it's so cute and then not show them.
It is adorable. But it is by Stony Creek, and it's from the Safari Friends book, but I had picked this up at a thrift store before I got the book. And so, but that's the turtle there. And it's on 14 count white Aida. I think it's the kit Aida they came with, which is fine. And there I have some lobs, and I do not have a needle minder on this.
Uh-oh.
That needs a needle minder.
Shall I go get a needle minder for it?
Sure. Turtle, please.
Yeah, Kate organizes this.
It has to be a fairly small turtle.
Okay.
Turtles are towards the top with the animals.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next up is Sue Hillis Designs. names of the 7 menopausal dwarves, or in my case, the fibro dwarves, because, yeah, every one of those describes me too. It's on a 14 count taupe Ada. I have the start of the word sweaty.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
And my needle minder says keep calm and fight fibro. And that was from
Oh, it's a frog.
Stitchy Time Creations.
I got a frog instead of, but that was like the only one I could find because your turtle was like massive.
I think my turtles are big. We have Kermit. I'll check because it's a pretty small piece of fabric, so we'll see. It might work. All right. Whoops. Trying to keep the box in order because I really did spend hours yesterday organizing these, so I'm trying not to make a mess.
I like stepped in to see if I could help her, and there's just like boxes everywhere. And I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away.
And yet, when I was finished, she walked right by it and says, and I was like, "What do you think?" She says, "Was I supposed to notice something?"
No, I thought you were talking about in front of the drawer of the bathroom. And why did I go in there? To get a cough drop because I am sick.
And she didn't notice all the lovely work I did.
Mostly because I'm addicted to my phone, and I was looking at that instead. And I'm sick,
now,
woman.
The truth comes out.
We've known I'm addicted to my phone.
Yes, I know.
This is not news to anyone involved.
No, the truth comes out of how you... Oh, Petey. Next up is the Noah's Ark sampler from Teresa Wensler.
Really? Really?
Really, Papa Dog. And this is from Just Cross Stitch, February 1998. On 28 count antique white Monaco. And I have the letters A through F done and the letter G started, which is no mean feat here because each letter is 3 shades of blue and then backstitched.
Damn.
So, but they look so awesome. And I have a little ARC needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. It's funny, I know a lot of people are scared of the 1/1 animals on this piece. That doesn't scare me. These stitches down here scare me.
Why?
Because I have no idea how to do them. Even the pictures don't make any sense.
What are they?
I don't know. They're fancy stitches.
Oh, special. Okay.
We will figure that out one day.
Gosh, I need to do the cookie sampler.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, they have gift tags for the puppies.
Of course. And hedgehogs. Excuse me.
I forget what we were looking at the other day, but it was like, I sent Kate a video because she loves hedgehogs. And it was like, I guess someone had taken a hedgehog or something. And Kate's like, who would steal a hedgehog? I'm like looking at her like,
I would.
You would steal a hedgehog.
I wouldn't, but I love hedgehogs. I threaten my dogs all the time when they're on my nerves. I'm going to trade both of them in for a hedgehog.
I think Delilah would have more fun with a hedgehog.
The hedgehogs are fun. I had one when I was a kid. All right, so next up is Partridge in a Pear Tree by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. So most people don't know these exist. I have got to
they're not pretty ladies.
Right, which is fine with me. I love the pretty ladies, but I love these too.
Do you remember when I was deployed and I got that shipment of Mirabilias in? And I was asking my ex to describe them for me?
A pretty lady in a dress. There's a pretty lady in a dress.
There's a pretty lady in a dress with a lot of fancy stuff around her. Okay, honey, you're not helping.
Nope. So, I do need to get the rest of these. I have the first 5 purchased. I got the last 7. But this is on 28 count opalescent Lugana. And I have some of the green done on the tree, and I do have the tree trunk done. And I have a Pluto dressed as a reindeer needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. All right.
Dang it, stop.
Next up is Patriotic Bear.
How have you not started that majestic unicorn?
Not my thing. I have unicorn started, but that one's not my thing.
We have sign.
Hi.
Turn around. Other way.
Forgive us. Are we bothering you? You see the little head? She's got her head buried in the covers. Forgive us. We're bothering her, apparently.
There we go, baby.
So this is Patriotic Bear. Got the teddy bear sitting on the chair. And this is from the June 1993 cross stitcher. And
my God.
this is going to be Shannon's next project.
It is?
I don't know. You're
Oh,
the one who said...
show the back of that. Show the exciting new colors in 32 count linen.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Witchel. Hey, I'm kind of trapped. Can you hand me my coffee? She has my hands. Please hand me my coffee.
This is what I live with, people.
Thank you.
This is
love it.
14 count oatmeal Ada. And I have the start of the bear's bow. And I have a Florida on a flag needle minder from, I think that came from Nifty Needle Nannies, but I know I have that sheet in
No name needle minders.
No Name Needle Minders as well.
Oh, are you coming to say hello? Really? That's a big yawn. You coming to say hello to your adoring fans? That you've woken up from your mid-morning nap?
I think it started as mid-morning. It's now 1 o'clock.
Look at how cute she is. Oh my
All right.
goodness.
This one, this is about the part where I was looking for pictures on my phone and I gave up because I was tired of looking.
Oh, pumpkin spice and everything nice.
Yes, it's by Lindy Stitches.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of.
But that's what it is. It says pumpkin spice and everything nice.
Yeah, I was thinking of the frosted pumpkin one that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, that one's cute. I don't actually own that one yet.
Yeah.
But this is one by Lindy Stitches. So, and it's on 18 count oatmeal Ada, and my my needle minder says exactly the same thing. Pumpkin spice and everything nice from True North Needle Minders.
At some point I need my hand back.
Hello, Smarty S'mores.
You know that, right?
All right, next up is Quilts to Live By from Stitch Rovia. And again, I've just swapped this out for various Carrie's Creation threads, probably other ones.
She has my hand. I'm not near like you. I can't take it away from her.
Other ones as I go along. This is no longer available. I think it's retired.
Yeah, that made me sad.
Well, yeah, but, you know, you have to retire things a certain time.
Why?
I don't know. She had a reason, I'm sure.
Yes, Kate laughs at me because I will not take my hand away from my puppies when she's cleaning me.
I mean, so I do. So, but this is a 28 count Jobelin in Khaleesi. Yep, from Under the Sea Fabrics.
Again, you would know how to pronounce it if you watch Game of Thrones.
I've listened to the audiobook, and that's what they called it, was Khaleesi. I was like, okay, I want to make sure they said it right.
You should watch the series.
I don't have HBO. All right, so there is my start.
Nothing. I said nothing about illegally downloading stuff. What?
Anyway.
Hi, NSA. How you doing?
So there's my start on that. And my needle minder says, "You are you. Now, isn't that pleasant?"
No.
From No Name Needle Minders.
Damn it, I hope you didn't hear that. You made me take my hand away.
Oh. That was a double
Bobby,
positive.
I'm sorry. You have to lick her hair. She made me do it. Come here, baby. Come here.
She does like to lick my hair, which is disturbing.
Come say hello to your adoring fans, darling.
All right, next up is Santa's 12 Days of Christmas, days 1 through 4. I have the first one done, but I have 2, 3, and 4 started.
Say hello.
These are all on 14 count sand Ada. So there is day 2, which I'm probably the furthest along of these 3. I have all of the red, most of the green done. A lot of the brown.
One we were fighting with the white?
With the white, yes. We finally found the perfect color for the birds.
Lick her armpit.
Which is actually 762, a pale gray, but it looks perfectly white on this fabric. It's gorgeous. And I have a lamp leg needle minder from Gina's Unique Boutique.
Oh, okay. Well, she came up to say hi, and now she's going back.
Yep, she's leaving us.
Are you sleepy, baby?
All right. Day 3, I do have the red done and some of the green on Santa. There we go. And I have a sparkly Santa needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
Hi. Hi.
And on day 4, I have just a little bit of the red done, about half, maybe half the red. And no needle minder yet. That one needs a needle minder.
Such a big round for a tiny puppy.
So when I work on it, I will put a new needle minder on it.
If you hear that noise, it's Oreo snoring.
It's the cat snoring. There's this little squeaky noise. He's on top of my chair snoring.
Come here, Delilah.
You should hear it when Oreo and S'mores are in the room, both snoring from opposite ends of the living room. All right, hold on. Put that one away. Let's get that.
Delilah, come here. Come here, baby.
A, H.
Come here.
Oh, I know my alphabet some
I don't.
days. I said some days. All right.
Ow, puppy dog.
All right. We're about halfway done with the box so far.
Puppy dog is not very pleased with me because I pulled her off of her spot.
All right. This is Santa's post bag.
Okay.
By Joan Elliott. There it is. And this is from the A Cross Stitcher's Countdown to Christmas book. I hand that to you because I know you want to look at it.
I actually didn't, but I will.
You better or I'm going to smack you with it. Anyway, this is 14 count white Ada. That would hurt. That's a heavy book.
Not only is it heavy, it's like stiff. It's hard.
So, but that's where I am. I have the start of a yellow triangle, which I believe is a letter.
Sure.
Yeah. It's also upside down.
Ha!
There we go. And I have a Santa crescent moon needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
Yes, it's a letter.
Oh, good. It's the yellow letter he's holding.
That's the only letter he's holding. No, there's blue and white. Because I was thinking the teddy bear's holding a green one. But he's holding 2 other letters.
All right. Next up, we saw this somewhat recently because I started it somewhat recently. This is Season Screamings from the Witchy Stitcher on 14 count black Ada. So that's where we are. I have the Jack skull in the middle done and part of the red bow. And my needle minder is Lock, Shock, and Barrel from a pin that I made.
Which, tell them about our Halloween costume idea.
Yes. We were talking about Jack Skellington. The Bob. Anyway, and I said that Tim and I talked about last year when we went to see the Nightmare Before Christmas at the Dallas Symphony, going for Halloween as Jack and Sally.
And she mentioned Delilah could be 0.
Exactly.
And I said, absolutely. As long as Hope, Alex, and I are Lock, Shock, and Barrel. And the look on her face was, oh my god, we're doing this.
Just awesome.
The child's going to have to deal with not being a princess this year because we're doing it.
Good luck. She wants to be Anna. So, you might convince her to be,
oh my god.
I don't know their names, actually. I know they're Lock, Shock, and Barrel, but I don't know who's who.
What if we made her 0 and Delilah one of the Lock, Shock, Barrels?
Maybe. We might be able to do that. This is Snapdragon Fairy from Nora Corbett. And it is on a lovely piece of fabric from Under the Sea Fabrics. I don't know the name of it, but it's pretty. Hello, S'mores. Okay, and that's what we have there on her dress. Just purple and pink blobs at the moment that one day will look stunning. And I have a pretty lavender butterfly needle minder from True North Needle Minders.
In case she hasn't tortured us enough, Nikki of Turn Creations is planning an update.
Oh, I saw that.
She's building a she shed for her crafts to sell to us. This is not fair. She already has most of my bank account.
All right, next up is the Spring Garden Fairy by Joan Elliott. And she is. And this is from the March 2014 Cross Stitch and Needlework. And this fabric is from
Looks like a...
Dye Stitch Love.
Okay.
Yeah, she's I think she's
She's
closed.
still-
No, I think
no.
she closed her shop. But from Dye Stitch Love, and I think this was Fabric of the Month at the time. So it's a very pretty color. And there I have the start of the fairy, and need, of course, a needle minder for this one day.
What's a smile for?
Okay. Next up is Spring Lineup from the Trilogy.
Don't know why I just got him the name of this, but here you go.
I was handing it so you could hold it up so I could get the fabric out. And this is on a 14 count pink hand-dyed Ada, probably from Dyeing for Cross Stitch. And I have quite a bit done. And again, I've just swapped it out for Carrie's Creations and Fabrics by LJ Floss and just various, whatever color, blue, green, brown that I need. So, and I have a Hello Kitty Spring needle minder from Needle Attractions. The back of the minders help too.
Oh, yeah.
Because certain people use, certain backing magnets.
Yeah, Needle Attractions usually has like a little button with their name on it.
Right.
I ate your ear like you know about it.
Okay, next up is you saw this one already a few videos ago. This is the St. Patrick's Day Frog from the Cross Stitch shop, because I worked on this a couple weeks ago. And it's on an 18 count piece of gold Ada.
He's so cute.
He's adorable. So I have the top half of the frog done. He's just so cute. And I have a little frog needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. This next one is Stained Glass Pine by Ink Circles. And I don't have a picture of it. I can tell you it is from, 2010, maybe. I don't think it's from the Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. I believe it's 2010 because that's the trademark on the actual chart. But it's a Christmas tree with a stained glass design to it. But it's by Ink Circles.
That's a gorgeous green.
It is, isn't it? I think it's 934, maybe.
No, it's not too dark to be 934. Oh, probably is. What do I know?
You know lots. All right, so this is on 14 count white Ada. I just have part of the tree started. And I have a sparkly Christmas tree minder from Brenda's Minders and More.
Ow.
Leave your nose alone.
It itches!
She's stabbing herself when she itches her nose. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be worse when I get my birthday tat.
Oh, I bet.
Because the one I got on my back didn't hurt that bad. And it wasn't like super itchy, but my next piece is either going to be on my wrist, on my forearm, or on my ribs. And that's just going to be so much fun.
All right. I'm not sure where the pictures might be in the front. Yeah, this is the 2007 Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. I think the picture might be in the front.
I don't even,
because they don't have it's this one. They didn't have sections of the magazine.
Yeah.
It's on the cover.
A
That's
star,
nice.
star, dancing in the night.
So
Let's see if I can find a better photo.
And it is on 28 count antique white Monaco. And that's what I have so far. Lots of sparkly Kreinik. And I have Olaf as a pony needleminder from the Everyday Stitcher.
Okay, that's just getting out of hand.
I haven't bought that as a cross stitch chart yet. But
That doesn't need to be a cross stitch chart.
It
That needs to be
is.
burned in hell.
It is. So. All right.
Okay, now I'm worried. So my friend just like kind of ended things with this girl, and he has not been answering me for a while. So now I'm kind of legitimately worried something's wrong with him.
All right. This is Stitch All Day by
My Big Toe Designs.
My Big Toe. And this is on 18 count opalescent Aida. I have the start of it right there, upside down.
If it wasn't upside down, it wouldn't be us.
It wouldn't. And I only know it's upside down because my Sorcerer Mickey was upside down.
S'mores. Okay, the dog is scratching himself in such a way that his head is hitting the child's solid wood chair. And he's not even bothered.
Nope.
And that's what that hollow thudding sound you hear in the back is.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you can look at my little princess.
All right, next up is Stitch, Stitch, Stitch by Diane Arthurs from the I Love Stitching pamphlet. And it's this lady right up here in the red dress. And it's on a 14 count light blue Aida. So I have the start of her dress there in the middle. And I have a heart-eyed emoji because that's me when I stitch.
Unless it's on linen.
Yes. You'll be proud of me. I pulled a linen piece as a potential finish this month. Because...
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
Oh, I just pulled it yesterday.
The question still stands.
Because I've been putting it off for a while because I hate it. All right, this has a picture she's going to show you. It's called The Stitcher. It's from the Floss Box on Etsy. And it is on a 16 count, I think, light pink Aida. And I have the little girl started there in the center. And my needle minder says, if I stitch fast enough, does it count as exercise?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I don't stitch that fast, but if I did.
Neither do I.
But that is from Stitchy Time Creations.
I thought it was from Flossbox.
Oh, the chart is. The needle minder is from Stitchy Time Creations.
Sorry. I know things.
All right. Next up is Stitcher at Heart by Jeremiah Junction. There we go. It is on 28 count antique white Monaco. And I have the start of the, if you'd like to read the words, a couple stripes on her dress. And of course I have a stitch needle minder from True North Needle Minders.
Stitch.
Yeah, in case you couldn't see that before, it says lifestyles of the stitched and counted, crossed and flossed, snipped and threaded, beaded and needled, pinned and hemmed, buttoned and bowed, measured and treasured.
I didn't realize you wanted
Stitcher at Heart.
I didn't know you
Oh,
wanted
you
me
didn't have
to
to
read
read
it
it
out loud.
No, you didn't have to.
Okay. You're like, I figured you want to read the words. I'm like, yeah, those are good. And you start reading out loud. I'm like, oh God, was I supposed to do that?
No! If you were, I would have asked you to. All right. Up next is Stitcher's Four Seasons from...
This one I will read while she gets that ready. It's from Shirley Wiseman Designs. Glitter Gulch Needlework. It says, Stitcher's Four Seasons. Peonies, petunias, and irises blue. Daisies and daffodils, dandelions too. Herald the spring with the soft morning showers and inspire my needle for long happy hours. Barbecues, beach balls, fun in the sun, catch fireflies in mason jars. That does not rhyme, and I really don't like that. When summer day's done. Too hot to stitch, I never say that. Just sit in the shade and wear a big hat. I'm really upset that, the last two lines rhyme, but the rest of that doesn't. Crisp autumn days, children jump in leaves, lovers stroll hand in hand on bright moonlit eves. The colors of fall are my favorite, I think. Stitching orange and yellows puts me in the pink.
That makes you happy.
Okay. Winter is a flurry of snowflakes and ice, so I sit by the fire and stitch snowmen. How nice. My eyesight gets fuzzy, and so off to bed where visions of needlework dance in my head. I'm really salty about summer right now. It's not right.
This is on a 28 count blue-gray Monaco.
We're losing our lighting. I apologize for that.
Yeah. And it wasn't good to begin with. So we have the start of the title, and I have a silver stitcher heart from True North Needleminders.
See if this helps any. Probably not.
You think if I went to the tattoo parlor and said, I want that?
They can do it.
A little heart that says Stitcher on it. Sort of in the fashion of the anchor tattoos that sailors would get that said Mom. All right, next up is Stitcher's Resolution.
I had that one somewhere.
Heartstring Samplery.
It says, number 1, when in doubt, always buy more linen thread. 2, stitch all day and absolutely no housework allowed. 3, always start a new project before the last one is finished, requiring a return to number 1.
All right, and this is a 14 count Ada in Resolution from Fabrics by LJ. I thought it was appropriate. Stitcher's Resolution on Resolution. I'm a dork, okay?
That's why we love you.
Yep. All right, so there we are, and that's what I have done so far. And my needle minder says Stitching Sisters, and that is from Nifty Needle Nannies.
Oh, that's why. It's stitched 1/2 in this model. Like, what on earth count are you stitching 1/2 on? It's a 35 count.
Oh, weeks. Gotta be weeks.
No.
Oh, classic. Oh, R&R.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Besides the military R&R.
Garrett would know.
Garrett! He probably doesn't even watch our videos.
I don't think so.
Rude. Do you watch his? I don't know why I'm being whiny today.
All right. This next up is a free chart. It is by My Big Toe. I'll try to fold that. Go to their website. You can find it. But it says Stitching Buds are the best.
Ooh, you're almost done with that.
I am. This is another one that's
finish.
very high on the almost finished pile. I have the words done. I have, let's see, I have the words done. I have the greenery on the bottom done. And I have the 2 larger flowers done. So I think that green is attached. It is. But there we go. So yes, I am almost finished with that one. Get in the bag.
Never!
Paper's catching because it's folded. Alright, this next one is also a free design. I don't have a picture of this one. It's by Glory B, and it's called Stitching Days. And it says, I only stitch on days that end in Y. And this is great if you're a newbie to specialty stitches, like I am still. Because there are little bands of specialty stitches in between each of the rows of words. So this is a 28 count Monaco in light pink. And you can see where I am. And yeah, I've don't remember what all these are. The herringbone was new to me. And the rice stitches, and I forget what the bottom ones are. Oh, the bottom ones are Smyrna. The Smyrna crosses.
That's the first one I ever did that you taught me.
Oh, I didn't say this is the first one I ever learned. And I just have a polka dot heart needle minder that I made myself. Yeah. All right, next up.
Everyone, everything hurts
Oh,
and die.
I thought this was one of my little ones that I had in the bag, but I apparently have the booklet somewhere. It's an Alma Lynn design, and it says "Stitching is Heavenly." And it's on a scrap piece of Monaco from Mo's Sale. I just have some pink in the center. And my needle minder is a fabric button with a hoop. And I got that from Delicious Threads.
Oh, nice. We're almost done.
We are.
The puppy fell back asleep. So I know.
All right.
Oh, yeah, she's out.
Next up. And this is another one that doesn't have a name. It's just, I call it Stitching Room because, well, I guess it is called Stitching Room. But it's Cross Country Stitching Magazine, but they have a stitching room in every issue, so I guess the bunny stitching room. That little bitty bunny. And this is on 14 count white Aida. So I have the blue done around the outside, and the start of the sign, and a start of the dresser. And I have a little bunny needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. And that is, I know it's Cross Country Stitching. It is from, let's get it. Nope, hang on.
Where's the front? The cover.
Eventually we're going to find a cover. One of these is a cover. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. September, October of 1989.
I wasn't born then.
I won't slap her.
My brother was. He was like a month old, if that counts.
Sure.
Hey, I love you.
I was 10. So, this is another one from, it's from the July-August 1990 Cross Country Stitching magazine, which is not in here because I think I have another project from that book started. And it just says, it has a spot for your name, so it would be Kate's Stitching Room, or Shannon's Stitching Room, or whichever. But it's on 14 count white Aida, and I have the word stitching done, or almost done. And my needle minder is Just One More Stitch from True North Needle Minders.
S'mores. Don't look at me like that.
Next up is Sunflower Manor from Hands On Design. Yeah, I'll put that up, please. Thank you. So pretty.
I like the pumpkins.
And it's the,
I know.
I think it's her August. Yeah, it's her autumn. Her autumn one. I got to get the other three. So this is on 14 count black Aida. And I'm just doing all of the white first. Having a good time?
I have to find pleasure in the little things right now.
You should.
Because talking hurts.
And I have a little autumn pumpkin owl from the Everyday Stitcher.
Talking hurts, so I can't provide commentary.
Yeah.
Laughing hurts, coughing hurts, swallowing hurts, everything hurts. I'm surprised breathing doesn't hurt.
I understand your pain. That's how mine was last month.
And yet she won't kill me.
Nope.
Rude. Very rude.
Alright, this is Patchwork Silhouettes in Cross Stitch from the American School of Needlework. It's the boat at the top. Sailboat.
It looks like a Moana thing.
It's called Storm at Sea. Each of these is a type of quilt.
I still say you gotta get through Amish quilts.
Yeah, I do need to work on Amish quilts.
And why don't you like working on that one?
Because as much as I love Nikki, I do not love 30 different shades in one little, 30 different colors in one little
50 stitch spot.
Yep. That's
Was
okay.
it 50 or 100?
I think it was 100, but still 30 different colors. It's all right. It's going to look awesome. It's going to be the most beautiful tree you've ever seen.
It's just pretty little leaves.
I knew I had him. What's his name?
Squirtle! Ow.
So I have Squirtle the turtle from True North Needlebinders.
He's technically a water turtle.
He's still a turtle.
He's the second starter in the original series.
Okay.
Who evolves into War Turtle at level 16, who then evolves to Blastoise at level 32.
Got it. All I knew is she came out with these, Erica did, at True North, and I said, I don't know what it is, but I want it. It's blue, and it's pretty.
Cute. He was also my very first starter. I started playing Pokemon at 4 and attempted, any of my Pokemon nerds out there, you're going to laugh at me. I attempted to take on the Elite Four with a level 64 Blastoise, level 10 Pikachu, and a level 3 Caterpie. And I somehow managed to get through all 8 gyms with just those 3 Pokemon. I was 4.
Gibberish.
It's a
That's
pretty
all
head.
I got. Gibberish.
Oh my god, that fabric.
Isn't it pretty? This is Tea and Cakes stitch along from Lakeside Needlecraft. This is a free design on their website. And this is a 14 count,
I'm going to say it's a wine.
Berry wine, something like that, Ada, that I have. I'm actually stitching this 3 times because I want to.
Yeah, it was pretty much, they had called for colors and then everyone decided to make it like a stitch from stash thing. And so if you look on their page, it's gorgeous. There's so many just different variations of it. And like some people did it in silk, some people did it in monochrome. It was just, it was so much fun.
I couldn't decide. So I started it 3 times. This one, I'm doing the borders around the blocks in, these were market release colors a few years ago from Classic Colorworks. Colonial Rose, Tea and Biscuits, and Secret Garden. When I bought them, I said, I have to stitch something with those 3 colors because they're gorgeous. She's excited. She's never been to market.
I haven't.
I've been twice. I've been to, well, that's not true. I've been once to Market Day at Stitch Niche. When I bought these threads, that was in Memphis, and it was after market. But I think it might have been the Market Day that we were coming back.
It's going to kill us, and we will probably not be moving for Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, but it's going to be worth it.
But I have a needleminder, an Alice needleminder that says We're All Mad Here from True North Needleminders. Now the second version is on a 14 count taupe Ada, and I'm using the unicorn tail trolls. I heard that, needleminders.
They love each other.
The trolls color, because it's just gorgeous for all of the borders. So that's just stitching up absolutely lovely. And my needleminder says We're All Mad Here, and that's from True North Needleminders.
Do all 3 of your needleminders say We're All Mad Here?
No.
Okay.
They're all Alice. And then this one someone had done, and I said, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing. I have to do that one too. And it's stitched on 28 count over 1. And so this is a scrap of the blue-gray Monaco. I think there were a couple places where you needed to tweak it a little because it had called for quarter stitches, but not too many. So most of it's whole stitches. So it's so cute. It's so tiny and perfect. And I have an Alice needleminder from Nifty Needle Nannies. I think that's just 894.
Your obsession with Alice is slightly disturbing.
Alice is my girl. I'm the queen of starts. Queen of Hearts, Queen of Starts. Okay, I came up with my channel name while I was watching Alice in Wonderland too. So,
yeah, I have to remember to bring my headphones in if she's watching Alice, because that movie is so weird and it makes no sense.
I've been wanting to read Alice in Wonderland again recently, but
Make sure you're high on your
truly
meds
the
before you do
only
it.
reason I haven't is because it's not 125 pages, so it doesn't count as one of my books for magical stitches.
Wow.
That's the only reason I haven't started reading it recently.
Wow.
The second one, Alice Through the Looking Glass, does, but...
Wow, Kate. I'm going to judge you a little bit for that.
I know. but I could read it really quickly and then I could count the second book. Anyway.
We could just read the second book.
Now I want to read the first one. It's been a while since I read it. This is Teddy Bear Parade. Marching with the flag. This is old.
I hope that you can never find the
cover. Never can. This is For the Love of Cross Stitch, July 1990. Not as old as I was thinking it was.
Nope, I still wasn't born then.
You still weren't born. Mm-hmm. But that's the cover.
Tommy was almost a year old. He was born in August, 89.
And this is on 28 count. It's Joblin. It's awful soft. Good. Yeah. So I just have a little bit of the brown done and a teddy bear needle binder that my friend Christine gave me. Oh, cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
She's not thrilled with me.
This is another one. I don't have the maybe.
Oh, it's not in here?
No, it's in a book, which might be on the bottom. Bottom shelf over there. Is it called Enchanting? It's called Enchanting Delights. But it's a book on the bottom.
Oh, are you telling me to go get it?
Would you please go get the book if it's down there?
I'm like, you keep mentioning it's on the bottom of there. Why do you keep mentioning that?
It might not be, but it might be. But it's called A True Friend, and I believe it says a true friend admires the flowers in your garden while overlooking the broken gate.
I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of...
No? Okay. I have to try to find it. It's a really pretty piece, and it has a like an arbor.
Yeah. Closest we've got is Storybook Favorites and Christmas.
No, it's actually called Enchanting Delights. So it must be in the box in the bedroom. So not important. But it just has an arbor, and it has the garden, and it has the broken gate, and the words. But that's where I am. I have a blob of green on this scrap of Monaco from Mo's Sale. Like I said, I love the sentiment of it.
I completely missed what it said.
She missed what it says.
Well, I'm sorry. Someone was having me go look for
a book that's not there.
That doesn't exist. Well, not actually telling me to look for the book.
It says a true friend overlooks or admires the flowers in your garden while overlooking the garden gate. The broken gate. This is Toy Story from Cloud's Factory. Floss everywhere. And it is on a bright yellow piece of Ada.
Blindingly
14
bright.
count from Fabrics by LJ. And
oh yeah, that's picking up the color right now.
It is.
See, our lights help.
And I have Woody done and Jessie started. And my alien needle minder is from True North Needle Minders.
The claw.
A stranger from the outside.
Ooh.
We recently saw the first 3 Toy Stories in a row.
It's a nice catch-up. I refuse to acknowledge Toy Story 4 existing.
She just doesn't like Benson and his buddies and Gabby.
It's not even the fact that I don't like creepy dolls, but the fact that it ended fine with Toy Story 3. They didn't need to do Toy Story 4.
They didn't.
It was a money grab.
Yeah, they didn't need to. It was adorable, and you can watch it or not. Either one. And so this is a Design Works kit. It's called A True Friend. It is a lovely gift.
Needle.
Yeah, but that's a kit needle.
Oh.
So it stays with it. And I have the start of the teddy bear. And I have a little laughing emoji from Brenda's Minders and More.
S'mores.
But that doesn't mean come over here on the screen, Bubby.
He wasn't going for the screen, he was going for the box. That was
too.
not going to end well for anyone.
It wasn't. All right, this one is... It's not on there. This is the point where I got tired of looking for pictures. This is the companion piece to the one you saw.
Last video
that I started, which said, keep calm and regenerate. This one says, trust me, I'm the doctor.
Bright yellow.
Also by Stitch Area on Etsy on 14 count neon yellow. That much better.
The lights.
That's the color. It is. The other one, it was totally washed out. But I have the bottom of the TARDIS there. Yeah. And my needle minder says wibbly wobbly tiny whiny stuff from True North Needle Minders.
Sentence kind of got away from you, didn't it?
It did.
I really hope you people out there got that.
I am so mad at Amazon Prime that it took Doctor Who off. To the point where I'm about ready to buy all 11, all 13, no?
Yeah, we're on the 12th season just ended. I think we started 13th.
Right.
I don't know. I never finished Matt Smith's
all 12 seasons. I'm about to buy them because I was so mad.
That's just rude.
It was.
Because I think, well, we've got like 18 different shows we're binging. We're in the middle of season 12 of Criminal Minds, 13. We're trudging along on that because it's just not.
It's the last season that we're on. Well, it's not the last season. It's the last season that Netflix has.
Yes.
Which is not going to get the last 3 seasons, and
because CBS decided they might be pulling the entire series because they're going to make their own streaming network. To which I said, "There's no fucking way I'm going to pay $6.99 for another. Like, this is getting ridiculous."
Yep, Stars is the only one I pay for. So my other streaming services have multiples of shows, movies on from everything else.
And worst comes to worst, I'll just buy the series.
So
because it is bomb.
All right, so this is
a little star,
little bat.
Oh, bite me then.
It is Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat. I wonder what you're at. Up above the world so high, like a teacup. Anyway, Alice in Wonderland. This is another same thing. Last video I showed another star I did, Curiouser and Curiouser. This is the Diamond Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat.
No, the Curious and Curiouser.
Oh, that one was diamond. This one was heart then. This is 18 count antique white Ada, and I have a caterpillar needle minder.
Surprised you don't have the Queen of Hearts on the heart piece. Ma'am, you are not. Look at her little head. As soon as that popped up, she's like, hello?
Garbage truck.
We don't chase the garbage truck, and we don't listen to sugar.
All right. Next up is by Jan Lynn. And it's called A Virtuous Woman.
S'mores.
It's not by Jan Lynn.
Yeah, it's Jan Lynn Needlecraft.
Well, that was the name. Maybe it is a Jan Lynn design. I know that was the kit designer, but I didn't know if that was the actual designer. But it is on 14 count white Ada with no needle minder.
Oh, no.
And I have the middle of the house. I have to check the design to see if that's upside down or not, because I really don't know. Because I don't have my needle minder on here. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Just have a handful more. I warned you it was going to be a long one. You have her ear.
I do have her ear.
I will work on getting better pictures next time. So I got to the end, and I just was too tired to look for pictures.
This was kind of like a last minute, hey, let's go ahead and do this since we're already taking down the film thing.
Right. So this is Watercolor Rose from Axebe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's AXEBE on Etsy. So I have the stem of the rose done, and I have some of the reds and pinks done. Just very pretty piece. It looks white, it's not. It's 18 count, very pale blue Ada, and I have a Romeo and Juliet book needle minder that I made. Next up is, in this house we do Disney, and this is from Stitch Area on Etsy.
Oh, that fabric.
Yeah, it was a toss-up of whether I was going to do, wild fabric and black floss or plain fabric and wild floss. And I went with wild fabric and black floss, which is what I'm doing for the villains too. So, but this is a 14 count Ada in Princess from Fabrics by LJ, and it is just absolutely gorgeous with the purples and the blues and the pinks and just so pretty. So it's upside down. So I have almost that middle line of We Just Keep Swimming. And I have a Disney Addict needle minder.
I'm obsessed with my Buffy. He's so cute.
No idea what time it is.
It is
1:30.
We will eventually stitch today.
We will. Oh, I have put in 150 stitches on my sister's project.
Yeah, I stumbled in, and I think this is the first time I've actually sat on the couch today because I'm just,
All right. I know she said, well, are we going to film today? And I said, well, yes, if you're up to it, because you don't sound very well. All right. This is We Do Harry Potter. I don't think this one is available anymore.
Aww.
But I think this was also Stitch Area. But same thing I went with. Well, this one I went a little different. This is 16 count aubergine fabric from Fabrics by LJ. And I'm going to be doing it in the 4 colors. So bright red, bright blue, bright yellow,
Keep that up for a second.
black, silver, green. Anyway.
Keep that fabric up for a second.
Okay. And it's called We Know It's a Beautiful Place to Be. Is what I have started. That center line is killing me because it's got little extra bits of backstitch on each letter.
In case we are curious in how fabrics dye, that is a 14 count Ada in aubergine. This is a 28 count, I want to say Lugana in aubergine.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Same fabric.
Same fabric. Mine's completely darker and not nearly as mottled.
All right, and I have a Nimbus 2000 needle minder from True North Needle Minders. This is another one I showed you in the last video. It was Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat. Or no, I just showed you Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat. Last video it was Curiouser and Curiouser. This one is We're All Mad Here.
Hi.
So this is Natali Needlework. And it's the 4 suits of cards with an Alice in Wonderland quote in each one. So this is 18 count antique white Ada, and I have a lovely black line. But eventually it's going to say We're All Mad Here. And I have a Cheshire Cat needle minder from True North Needle Minders. And it says, I'm not crazy, my reality is just different from yours.
Nah, I'm diagnosed crazy. Okay, Delilah has said hi to her adoring fans, so I will let her be now. She's so over my bullshit today.
This is Winter Wonderland. I know it's from a Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. I'm not sure which one without looking it up. So, but it is a, I think it's an Ink Circles design. It's a snowman and it has like blue swirls around his head. And this is an 18 count navy scrap of Ada.
Yeah.
I'm using Kara's Creation Bluebird because it shows up so pretty on that fabric. But yes, I have the start of the swirl around the snowman. And of course I have an Olaf needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. She's falling asleep and I'm losing my voice. So luckily we're getting to the end of the video.
Who the hell's falling asleep?
You look like you had your eyes closed.
No, I'm thinking.
She's thinking.
Okay, so my friend just broke up more or less with his girl, and I don't know what to do, so I'm rambling to him, and I'm trying to make him feel better. Kate's seen this firsthand. If one of my friends is hurting, and I don't know how to fix it, I just ramble, which helps nobody.
It does help.
So I'm, like, trying not to ramble, but at the same time, just, like, I need to know that you're okay, and he's not messaging me, so I'm hoping his other friend came over to keep him company.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If not, he's got a, like, 3-week-old nephew in there, so he can just hang out with him.
All right, this is Woodstock as a turkey. Right there. This is from Peanuts All Year Long.
Oh. Slim came up with that one.
Ooh, I hate when that happens. And this is on 28 count white Monaco. Just wanted the colors to show up because
there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of beautiful fall colors. So I have the center started. And I have a Happy Thanksgiving Woodstock needle minder from True North Needle Minders.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I'm going to drive to her tonight to make sure he's okay, but I'm going to have to make a little overnight visit this week to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Remind me to bring him red crayons.
Yes.
It's an inside joke for any jarheads or military people that might be watching, because there's a running joke that Marines eat crayons because they're so stupid, and he's a Marine. So I specifically asked him his favorite color crayon.
There you go.
Or his favorite flavor, as we call it. Red seems to be the go-to color for Marines, which was explained to me because it's blood, and Marines are just point and shoot.
I know their flag is red because there's a group of them that's been running by Five Below in the complex there recently.
Yeah, he said it was because blood and Marines are pretty much the infantry of the entire military. Because the Navy sucks and can't shoot anything anyway.
All I can think of is the line from Bolt. What's this red liquid coming out of my paw? That's blood. Do I need it?
Yes. All I can think of is Alex. No, Mommy, don't give your blood away.
Yes, that was priceless. Or her telling me as I'm trying to put her boots on, Mommy, you're squeezing my blood. Of course, she says this in the middle of Chick-fil-A.
It's better than her asking to ride in the trunk again.
She does. She gets very upset when we won't let her ride in the trunk of the car.
She's never ridden in the trunk, but
I swear,
as long as there is a lot of people around, she will pitch a fit and scream bloody murder to ride in the trunk.
Yep.
There has to be a lot of people around them.
Yeah. All right, so this is You Are My Sunshine from Stitch Rovio. And
oh my goodness.
I have the word shine done. And let me tell you something about this. Again, this is three different colors. But each of these letters is over 100 stitches. So it took a while to get that center section done. And I have a Big Bird and Elmo needle minder on there. Because I sang You're My Sunshine to both of my girls. I still sing it to Alex. If I sing it to Hope, she may, I may sing that to her on her 18th birthday next month just because I can.
Hey, hold up.
No?
No,
that's not mine.
I don't think it's mine.
I don't know what it is. But
it's the back of a minder.
Oh, I don't think it's mine.
It's not mine. Hey, we got an extra back to a minder.
Well, there we go. Oh, it's pretty.
Yes. I think this is a True North one.
Yeah. I was going to say it looks like.
This is what we were talking about earlier. So some of them have like super decorative backs that, they could be minders themselves, so.
I have used a couple of them as minders. All right, this is, I don't think I have a picture because this was a mystery stitch along when it came out. No, I don't. Okay, this is the Yuletide Garden Labyrinth stitch along from Carolyn Manning. It's on 14 needle.
Needle.
It's on 14 count smoke tone Ada. And so I have the start of the red border. And one of the blocks is, one of the blocks is done. Has just absolutely gorgeous colors in it. Oh, and my Mickey Mouse ornament needle minder from True North Needle Minders.
Sure, do not be a butt right now. You're about to be a butt. I just sat down.
Sugar, you do not need to go outside just because everybody else is outside. You can wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure they're outside because the garbage truck is nearby, and that means you're definitely not going out.
Haha, we're down to the last two. Thank you. Thank you, Sugar, for that cymbal clap. I said we're down.
Just shook her head in such a way that her ear hit the child's cymbal on the child's drum set. That was perfect.
And it was perfect timing. Yay, we're down to our last two playing. That was very nice, Sugar. Oh my word. Alright, these are both by Charting Creations.
Hi, Nikki, we hate you.
But we love you. I love her Zentangle.
Curse your soul and your beautiful stitching.
Charts. This is the Zentangle Butterfly Silhouette. And this is on 18 count French Lilac Lugana from Picture This Plus. And I'm stitching this 1/1. Oh, eyes of all the times now, my eyes decide they want to itch.
You got two more. Come on, we can
Two
do
more.
this.
We can do this. So it's a beautiful dusky purple. And I have the start of the butterfly right there in the middle. See, just one over one. It's so pretty. And my needle minder says, keep calm and fight fibro. And that was from,
That looks like one of yours.
no, I wish.
No, that one's too big.
No, it's one of the 1-inch squares.
Okay.
But it's from Nifty Needle Nannies. I wish I had more fibro designs in my shop. I bought them from a couple of shops before they closed as minders. But oh, I'd love to have the images. I haven't been able to find them. And then that was my Zentangle butterfly. This is the Zentangle owl. Now this one I'm doing over 2 instead of over 1, so the fabric's a bit bigger. But there is the owl. I want to say I own most of the Zentangle line. I know I have the squirrel.
Looky here, mother trucker.
I haven't started it, so
looky here.
But
2 hours.
Yep.
2 hours.
I have the squirrel. Well, you're the one who didn't have a squirrel. I had several squirrels.
2 hours.
So, but this is over 2. This is 28 count Jobelin in Naiad.
Yeah, Naiad.
Okay. Sorry, Leslie.
Naiad, and I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I call it Naiad, so bite me.
So gorgeous fabric. So you can see the difference stitching it over 2 on this one. And I have a white owl needle minder from Gina's Unique Boutique.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap.
That is our first box.
Woo!
Yay!
And we kept it under 2 hours. Look at us go.
Just barely. But
all right. No promises when the next one will be. It may be tomorrow, maybe next week, but I will have these labeled as bonus floss tube. So if you want to just go straight to
WIP Parade.
her WIP Parade, it's going to be bonus floss tube. So I got nothing else. You got anything, Kate?
Nope.
All right. See y'all next time. Bye.
We're going to end on a cough. Why not?